Hey guys, Susan from the Muscle Manipulators here. I have been watching a lot of the press conferences with the governor of the state of Louisiana, and one of my personal friends is actually one of the sign language interpreters that's been working with him. And so watching her move and actually talking with her a little bit, we got an idea to do a video for all sign language users. So that be whether you're an interpreter or a deaf person who's using sign language on a regular basis. I noticed that different interpreters have body language a little bit different. Some are a little bit tighter, a little bit more hunched over. Some work right in this area, and some are maybe moving their arms a little bit more, have a stiffer posture in their shoulders. So what I wanted to do was make a video that helps to give them something that they can do that's simple to warm up before, and then for those that are just sign language users that use sign language every day because they're deaf, some things that they can do on a daily basis to help combat some of the soreness. And I've heard that also it's very, very common among sign language users to have issues with carpal tunnel. And massage therapy can help with all these things. But since we are not able to work directly on people at the time, here are some tips that you can apply at home to help yourself out. All right. So here are some basic tips to keep in mind so that you can do a little bit of warm up. If you're a sign language interpreter and you're about to go on in front of a crowd or on television for a press conference, then you're probably going to be standing the whole time. So we're going to include the lower body in these warm-ups as well. For the general sign language user, the upper body may be where you really want to focus. But let's not forget the interpreters who are standing. So some of the basic techniques that you want to do is remember that you can take whatever area of your body or whatever joint you're using and draw the alphabet with it. So, for example, you can pretend to draw the alphabet with your nose. A, B, C, D. If you're moving the top of your head, you can go back and forth, like you're doing the letter I or T. And that moves the first vertebral joints in the top of the neck, and we get all the movement of the vertebrae in the neck as well. You could do the same thing with your shoulders in different planes. Right in front, A, B, C. To the side, A, B, C. And then we could do the same with our torso and our hips. A, B, C. And then you can move down and do that with your knee. A, B, C. Do that with your ankle, and so on and so forth. So the next thing that we're going to talk about is a little bit of basic techniques for self-massage. And this is really important to help increase the blood flow to your musculature, especially when you're going to have to endure doing the movements of sign language for a prolonged period of time. The first thing we want to do is a technique called topotoments. Topotoments are kind of fun. A lot of people know them as karate chopping. We can do this with our closed fists, but relaxed fists like this. And we're just going to tap on ourselves in different parts of our body like this. We don't want to forget our abdomen, our thighs, our legs, our glutes. If we can reach our backs, we should do that too. These basic simple movements help to pump blood and move our lymph a little bit. The next thing we want to do is compression. So compression is basically just squeezing. So we're just going to squeeze our muscles like that. And that really feels nice, and it gets the muscle relaxed, and it acts like a pump of blood, oxygen, and nutrients in there. We can do that in all our muscles. We can also move our hands in a circular motion while we press a little bit. That's going to work out some of the little kinks and knots we might have in the muscles. Don't forget your abdomen as well, because it's very important for posture to help us stay upright. All right. Things you can keep in your bag: a ball, a rubber band, and a jar lid. or a jar with a little bit of lubrication, some type of cream inside, and you can use the jar lid to do a very simple massage technique called ASTM. IASTM, Instrument Assisted Soft Tissue Manipulation. So for the ball, what we want to do is have something to press against, like a wall, for example. We place it around the area where we want to compress and use the ball to kind of dig in the area a little bit. And another way to help yourself out is to do a little bit of movement with that muscle that you're trying to work on. And when you find the spot that feels uncomfortable, just kind of wait there, take some deep breaths until it feels like it releases. This is a really simple thing anybody can do. The rubber band is actually a really good tool to strengthen the muscles. Movement and exercise help get blood flow into all of the musculature. And this is a simple little exercise you can do with a very, very easy to find object like a rubber band. The ASTM, basically what you want to do is use a little lubrication, put it over the area that you're gonna work, and then you're gonna lightly go in one direction with the jar lid. And what this should do is stimulate blood flow quickly into the area. It's a nice way to just get everything nice and warmed up. What you want to see is that the area changes color, becomes more pink or red, which is an indication that the muscles are warmed up and getting a good amount of blood flow and they're ready to work. One last thing, very important. We talked about breathing and posture. It's really important to work on your abdomen. Compress around your rib cage, underneath it, on the sides, and here in where your hips meet your abdomen. Also, practice taking deep breaths to calm yourself down so you're not so tense up there. This is a really good, important tip that's easy to do. All you have to do is put your hand on your belly and practice breathing down into your abdomen and moving your hand with your breath. If you can do that, you're gonna get a lot more relaxation, a lot more oxygen moving around, and you can do this for a few seconds and it'll really make a difference in how you feel when you get up there in front of the crowd. So to all those heroic sign language interpreters out there braving being exposed to COVID-19 and anyone else who uses their body to communicate, we hope this video was helpful to allow you to continue to feel better so that you can do what you love.